And there we go. So we begin with the what appears to be pink hyperspeed screen.
This quote-unquote cutscene. And then we land in some sort of town, I guess. It's a bit like a Zelda, but there is a lot of hidden stuff. Including weapon power-ups and I myself managed to get past this first. Then you get into some weird desolate land, and that's where I got stuck.
So you're not kidding about having to shoot the middle of nothing, and with no real indication of where you need to shoot to proceed here.
My indication, quote unquote, would be if you shoot something and there will be some blink. There was something hidden there, but that's it.
Luckily, you don't have any sort of limited ammunition.
Moment, I accidentally shut the stream for myself. That first town section really isn't bad, because you quickly get that weapon power up, whatever it is, into this graveyard area, and enemies suddenly get tougher and more aggressive, and the more stuff shoots you.
So I'll tell you what game this reminds me of the most, and that's the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
I haven't played that one. Also, one thing that everyone probably missed, but sometimes enemies can drop diamonds, and they look just like diamonds in Mickey Mouse Capade. Same purpose, refilling health. I just noticed that it's exact same sprite. So, I was in this part because I couldn't find a door which leads to a boss fight. And it seems like we got to a third boss. And it's some giant Viking looking robot thingy.
Robot Viking of Doom. So, I noticed that the health bar got a little longer at one point. Do you know what caused that to happen?
I actually don't remember. Probably some power-up, or maybe points? Because I remember that you get extra 1-up after reaching some point threshold. I don't quite remember. It was a while since I played it. Seems like we're in level 2 now, which is the auto-scroller. Map section which also twists and turns in parts, because now we're horizontally, but there are some vertical sections.
Alright, so I know you don't want to crash into the enemies. Do the walls hurt you here too, or?
I've never been to this level, but it seems like walls don't hurt you, because I see the runner just hugging the wall, so I would assume they don't hurt you, just
yeah, it looked like he was getting right up against them there.
Yeah, so that's why I guess they don't hurt you. Why? And as you can see, there's quite a lot of going on the screen. Enemies and projectiles. And I think I heard another one at Fanfare.
Alright, so we make it through that tunnel. And now we have...
Yeah, some boss, which is some creepy looking mountain. But apparently there's a sweet spot in its mouth.
Interesting. But surprisingly, the level is not over.
The level is pretty long. And there's too much going on to just idle this section. I actually wanted to rewatch the run yesterday to start a refresh myself for today, but couldn't get the Nico working for me. For this game I learned Japanese video site, Nico Video, and let's just say that it sucks.
So, the other interesting tech I see him using here is he's staying very, very close to the, cutting edge of the screen here. Because he knows exactly when things are coming.
Yeah, that's quite, at least for me, impressive level of memorization of level. I'm actually not sure I memorized to such detail.
And now we have an airship with tiny airships.
And it's gone.
And the level is still not over.
This is the almost end. Or maybe not.
So
it
we
was
head
actually
into
quite a
sort
bit
of ruined
I
section.
Like we're getting close to the end. If I remember right, the very end of the stage it's with tiles of this look like now. I see someone in chat saying that this level seems like 1/4 of the whole game. It's actually 1/3 of the game, because there are only 3 levels. And judging by the timer, I would say that we're getting rather close, because Doicho's personal best, at least according to a Speedrun.com leaderboard that Jeff Sledge set up, is 14 minutes 23 seconds, so we're at the very end of this stage. And judging by this flash, I'm gonna say, and by fact that friends appeared, I'm gonna say this is the end of this shoot 'em up. the third stage, which is swimming maze. And it's quite kappa. So it seems like Doraemon can only hold one item with him. And you're gonna get magnet, which allows you to pull items. He got one-shotted by that octopus. I actually never saw that one.
Alright, my apologies. Had a little bit of technical difficulties.
Oh. And he's getting owned by that octopus, and it doesn't seem like that was on purpose. First death, but the other two don't seem right. Especially judging by his... Maybe they were. I don't know.
No, I think it looked like to me that was not an intentional death. It's just a very specific strat.
Anyway, an item, but thanks to that what appears to be a red bug, he can pull other items with him.
Aha. So this portion of the game reminds me of a very old Atari game, just simply called Adventure.
Oh, I actually played that one, and yeah, I can see a resemblance. Like in this level, his goal is to open those chests in various locations.
Yeah,
and one
looks
of them,
like he's trying to save some little kids or something.
I would imagine that it's random in which chest you'll find those friends and which will contain the encountered earlier.
Okay.
His goal is to save those friends. Okay, he has one following him. Now he's probably the one, but maybe not. Okay, I think
he gets bodied by the little dragon.
he has some spare lives.
Yeah.
Like that right now he is just herding though with friends in some other place. I would imagine that this bug has, so to speak, so it only can pull certain amount of items with him. Other where it's convenient.
And we do have another octopus.
That after he game over, his life bar got extended by a lot. For it being that big.
And we see a ghost running off with the children.
I'm not exactly sure what is the purpose of that, but I guess there's something to it. That ghost would bring them a main antagonist or something, which he probably has to defeat. So it would sound pretty convenient.
Yeah, well, there's one of them.
He has to bring them all here to open the gate to a final area. We're getting close to a final encounter.
Just gonna respawn that room because the Dragon RNG is not treating him well. And now we have a giant Viking helmet.
And the girl.
I was a little worried about that run, but yeah. It looks
It's
like
over
we have
now.
finished.
It's over. The ancient meta is defeated.
Alright, so our runner Doicho finishes with a time of 17 minutes and 30 seconds. Sorry, it's not 17 hours. That would have been ridiculous.
Yeah.